Good morning. Before the video starts, I need to make an apology. I nearly forgot to put last Saturday's video out. If it wasn't for Mr. Decoy and Mrs. Decoy sent me a message to say, where's the video? I was literally just leaving the house. I'd forgot to schedule it. It was just waiting for me to manually click it. So apologies for that. Sorry Mrs. Decoy, because I know you like to have your cup of coffee Saturday morning, 8 o'clock to watch me. I don't know why, you're crazy. So yeah, sorry, and everyone else. I got there in the end though. If it wasn't for Dave, I probably wouldn't have gone out till about half 10, 11 when I got back from my bike ride. Anyway, on to this week's video. Good morning, Saturday morning. You've all watched last week's video, just replied to 1 million people. Thanks for your comments. So looks like a little bit less mucusy on the top of Francis's head. Still just going to keep an eye on it, not going to do a lot just yet. I may do some point in the week. Oh, don't make the chest there. Some point in the week, maybe do a scrape or two, but I've seen no stupid behaviour. So I'm going to move my thing now. Since I've got a few hours spare before we go out. I don't know why I'm getting loads of bubbles here from this. So that's the kind of speed that I'm running. In fact, let me get a jug quickly. And there's a lot of people been asking how much water I change. Obviously, because I've always done it this way. I've always had the water trickling in. Apart from, actually, I didn't. Tell a lie. I'm now lying. My original setup on my Nexus 9 years ago, I did water changes, and that was managed by clean the Nexus out 2 or 3 times a week, depending on what time of year it was. So I was just replacing the water that I'd used to clean the Nexus out with. But then when I got a drum, or maybe even very near to me removing the Nexus, I went with the overflow trickle in system. So I just always have water going in the pond. Again, I don't know how much I'm actually putting in, so I'll test that now just because there's been a few people asked. But it's just an easier way of doing it. You just leave it on, you don't need to think about it. And obviously with a drum you don't actually have to clean any media or anything like that. So it sort of just looks after itself. And the way it works, obviously you have water going in the pond, such as here, and then you have an overflow set at some point, could be anywhere within the pond itself, or a filter, or the back of the skimmer. Mine's in the back of the skimmer. You have an overflow set to the height you want the water at, which is that yellow pipe coming out. As soon as the water hits that height, it will obviously run down the pipe and go to, I say a soakaway, I've just dug a hole down there, and it just runs into the hole rather than running out onto the garden. So you don't need to worry about how much you're putting in or whatever, you're just turning it on, and if you want to put more fresh in, you just obviously turn your tap up a bit more. So I'll get a jug quickly and we'll measure that, see what I'm putting in. That'll answer a couple of questions, no doubt, from a few people. Here is said 1 litre jug. Get my phone out and work it. Stopwatch. Then we're going to do this like that ish. Start. Right, so yeah, about 1 litre every 2.5 minutes. Oh, sorry, fish. So So that's how much I'm changing. Well, not changing, but putting in. I don't like the bubbles. Anyway, look at me, look, finding any reason to not do a job. So I'm going to get the big blue, the pre-filter, over here behind the fence. Get it down there somewhere, probably on that concrete slab there. Just going to extend the freshwater hose that I've got already in place, and then it's out of the way. It's just a bit of an eyesore because it's big blue, as the name suggests. Right, do that. It literally can take 2 minutes for normal people, not for me, it'll take a bit longer. Oh, so eventually got it in. Actually found my old water meter, so I might get that rigged up on it at some point. Anyway, so yeah, water comes in, fresh water comes in here, goes through there, through the big blue, and then for now it's going to be trickling into the drum. I'm going to get some pipe insulation for these. Won't be a lot, it's only a small pipe, but I can't use it just yet because, as we'll see, I need a whatever it is, a hose straight connector. So there's me incoming from the tap. There, that hose down there is to go to the dechlorinator just by the cleaning pump. So I need a straight connector to get them two bits of pipe together. Done. It's taken about 40 minutes. Bit of a ball ache. I didn't realise as well, being me, that obviously it's full of water, isn't it? The big blue weighs an absolute ton. Wasn't even thinking. I just went to pick it up and I was like, oh, it's going to be heavy. Yeah. So God knows how much it weighs. A lot. Probably 30-40 kilos with the water in it and the carbon and the unit itself. Hey ho. So for now, as I said, I've got this just in here, just wedged into the top of the drum. I'm probably going to change that, but for now that will do. I'm going to change a lot of things actually. None of this is permanent, as you'll find out in the next few months. I mean, a few people that watch the videos know some future plans that I've got, but I'm going to save it for another time. Some big changes next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. I just need to finalise and work out budgets and all of that stuff, so I'm not too bothered about it looking all a bit chucked together at the minute, because as I say, this isn't permanent. This is going to be just because as long as it does kind of thing for the time being. Oh, so that's gone from over there. I just need to get rid of that stuff. I didn't realise how many blooming hose connectors I've got. Hundreds of them. That needs to go over here. Right, anyway, that's me done for today. Stuff on, busy things. So that's it for the minute. Just tidying up the boring part. And feeding the fish. In fact, I know I've been getting a bit of beef about not quite feeding them enough, or nowhere near feeding them enough, depending on who you speak to. I don't know, honestly, how. I can't remember the last time I fished. One weren't hanging for food, as if I never feed them. I just can't remember a time that they weren't hungry, so I don't know whether I do need to start lathering the feeding. Or whether it's inbuilt in their minds to see me and just want food, or whether it is because they are actually hungry. Who knows? Anyway, that's me done for today. Catch you tomorrow, probably when I pick the GoPro up to moan about something. Anyway, see you later. I think it's safe to say it's raining. Oh my god, absolutely hammering down. I don't know what I'm coming out to check for. It's good to see me guttering is working off the back of the roof there. Not. There's been an absolute magnitude of thunder and lightning. And this is the first, I know there's been a lot of storms, there we go. There's been a ton of storms around the UK this week, and this is the first bit of rain we've had up here in this part of Nottinghamshire. So absolutely raining. Anyway, don't know why I come out to check the fish for, because they're fine. They're wet anyway, aren't they? Let's go inside. I've had enough of this. Rest in peace. I remember to get it today, Monday. So I just need to get that in. Down here somewhere. There. End of that. To the end of that. Sorted, no leaks. It's just what to do with this now. Not putting any food in just yet. I'm going to do a quick couple of jobs before I put any food in. I want to have a look at Chubs the Chag. She's got some kind of weird lump on her front pec there, or arm as my girls in the house call it. And I just want to scrape a couple of fish. I'm still not happy. Bit of excess mucus on the Chag's head still, and the Kahaku. Still a little bit veiny. Very hard to pick up on the camera, you sort of got to see it for yourself. But I've noticed Gimrin Kiyotsurii, again the black's a bit, you can see on the Sumi that there's a little bit of excess mucus on that fish as well. Not like tons. So scrape, check over, because I want to see what that lump is. Scrape, and then maybe the Gimrin Kiyotsurii as well. Hopefully nothing major. I've been thinking for a while that there's potentially a parasite issue within the pond, and I did have Costia, I don't know, 6-7 weeks ago. So whether or not I've still got that lingering, I don't know. But behaviour wise, everyone's been normal. It's just this very unusual for this fish to have any kind of excess mucus on her head and body. So there's definitely something going on, but what it is I do not know. It can't be my water now, because I've checked that and the top up going in is chlorine free, so it's nothing to do with that anymore. What it is anybody's guess. I say, quick couple of scrapes, and going to get Chubs to Chag out Sedator just to have a look at her peck. Hopefully it's not one of those little blistery spot things that you get that just sort of explode and then leaves a bit of a hole. We don't want that, but we'll see. So I'm not going to put any food in for a minute because I'm going to get a few out. But water's looking quite good, chuffed with that. Temps this week have been not too bad. The heater actually came on yesterday morning, or was it this morning? This morning, because last night we had an absolute ridiculous amount of rain, and temperatures were down to sort of, the air temps were down to sort of 13-14 degrees, so it came on for a few hours. I don't know, I know it had been on anyway, because whenever I come downstairs in the morning, my electric's normally on about 90p when I come downstairs in the morning, and it was on something like £1.20, so not been on long. Right, anyway, I'm going to get a few bits together and have a quick look at them fish and a couple of scrapes. Be back in a bit. First fish. There's been a lot of interest, I know, about this fish. There's quite a few people that like it. It's absolutely getting a decent sort of body size, even though it's got a bit of an indent there. I knew that when I bought it, but hence it being heavily reduced in price. Yeah, definitely. Oh, didn't mean to knock the bowl. Definitely a bit of excess mucus on this one as well, just around that area there. But you can see generally it's doing all right though. Anyway, we'll put the camera down, stop appreciating fish, get the scrape done. Right, we'll be back in a minute with my mucus. Chubs are good one. Nothing found. Next victim. Probably the kahaku again, even though I scraped that. Oh no, it was Francis, wasn't it? I'm going to scrape the kahaku anyway, because that is the one that's looking a little bit veiny. I'll see if I can get some of that on film as well. The joys. Don't know what they're doing. As soon as the air go off, they go crazy. Look, why are they chasing it? Who knows? Crazy koi behaviour. Right, kahaku next. That one. The camera's going to pick that up. There's just a few veins under the surface here in lines, and then on this side too. So the fish isn't upsetting anyway, it's just been quite, the skin quality of the fish, it's not been that good for a while. Who knows why though? But again, I'll just use my trusty plant thing, get some mucus and then have a look. Right, next. So nothing on that scrape either. I'm going to stop there. Just keep scraping fish, just trying to find something. I'm sure if I looked hard enough I could probably find something on a scrape somewhere, but yeah, no. So at a loss really. So they're not acting weird, it's just the slight veininess and the in fact I'll scrape Francis, the Chag, which looks like the most amount of mucus on her. Just odd, unless it's something to do with water quality, who knows. I did do water readings when I had my chlorine checker out the other week, and everything was within normal for my pond, so pH 8.2, nitrite next to nothing, if not nothing, because I'm using the drop test kit for that. So I don't know, bit of a loss, just one of those things maybe. But I will get Francis in the basket and have a quick look at her before I get Chubs out. I'll do that last because that's going to be carnage. Alright, I'll dig her out and have a closer look. Might be a bit easier to see in the bowl. Just this part of her head here, you can see it's a slight greying, and that's the mucus on the fish. Anyway, she's knocked the scale out as well. Anyway, right, I'll put this down before I lose her. Bingo, Costia on Francis. Not millions, but a few. As like before, it's very hard to see, so hence maybe missing it on the others or whatever. So malachite green and formalin, which I haven't got because I lent a mate of mine who also had Costia. I lent him my treatments and I'm going to be getting that back tomorrow, so I'll treat that over the weekend. Joys. So at least I found the potential problem. Just a case now of treating. Still do want to have a look at Chubs, so I'm going to get her out with a bit of sedate in a bowl and have a closer look at her front peck. It's always a bit of a happy to find something, but then obviously the disappointment of you've got to deal with something. But hey, what in my head I always knew there was something lingering somewhere, but it was finding out what it was. So hopefully this will be the end of the mucusy kind of things for the fish. You can see, look, she's swimming with her fin a bit clamped just then as well. Anyway, I'm standing there chatting about. Let's get her out and have a closer look. This fish, it's an absolute beast. I've said it before, I've said it a few times actually, but I've had this fish since it was literally a couple inches. So I'll just wait for it to go over. Looks like a big red pimple on the peck there. I don't really know what or if anything I'm going to do with it, I don't know. I need to just have a closer look. Yeah, definitely female, this fish. Absolute plonker. Probably be even bigger if I was feeding some decent amounts of food, but hey ho, still done alright though. I come back when she's over. Could be a while. Still not giving up. Just give her a quick flick over. I know a lot of people ask about male or female fish. That 100% is a female vent. Males look a bit tighter and just have a longer horizontal line as opposed to a vertical line as we're looking at it. Gills look good, mouth's good. So it's just this pimple on this peck here. So I don't know what anyone else. It looks like it's going to be one of those exploding horrible things. Strange. It's not through to the other side, it is literally on top of. Let's look at the underside of that peck. So it's actually okay. So I don't really know. Looks like it's going to pop. It could pop. See, there's some fluid in it. There's definitely fluid in it. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know. I don't know whether to pop it. I think I am. I'm gonna give it a nick, squeeze it out, and then just put some tamidine stuff on it. Keep an eye on it. It's not pox. Very weird. I might get a needle or my scalpel, give it a bit of a jab rather than squeeze it. Strange. Anyone seen anything like that before? Let me know. Very odd. Anyway, taken about 12-15 minutes for it to go over. So, but everything else on us fine. Just that. Right, anyway, I'll finish messing around with that and I'll get it back in the pond. So I'll leave her in my basket to come round. Lost it near the there a bit. Right, that one-handed, not easy. So I just had a bit of a, use my finger now to sort of nip the top of whatever it was, and just put some tamidine on it. Really, I'll just keep an eye on it. Rightly or wrongly, whether or not I should have done that, I don't know, but that's what I've done. Probably going to take forever to come round now with the amount of sedate I had to use in the end. So there we go, so Costia found. That'll be dealt with at the weekend. oh joys, with malachite green and formalin. That'll probably start next week diary actually, putting that treatment in at the weekend. It's Thursday evening now, so yeah, I'll be editing what I filmed this week, and then that'll be the start next week. So yeah, anybody seen anything like that on a fish's fin before, give me a shout below, and discuss it, and let me know. I've probably done something wrong by sort of giving it a bit of a nick and then putting some Tamidine on it, but hey, that's what I've done. But if anyone else has seen that, put in the comments below and we can talk about it, that'd be great. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Can't even remember what else I filmed this week at the start, so it'll be a surprise for me when I get me stuff off my GoPro. It's been a bit of a manic week at work this week with 2 people off, so we've been a bit under the cosh this week, so haven't really had a lot of time for anything else other than work and filming a few bits at the start of the week and this at the end of the week. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next week. No midweek special next week, unfortunately, nothing planned, but I have probably got, well, I've got the week out after that off, and I've got definitely 2 big things planned. Hopefully they'll come to fruition, and I can get these things sorted, which will be amazing. Everyone are going to love it. If not, you just have to wait. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching this week, and I'll catch you all next week. Thanks for watching, and bye. See ya.